Morning. How are you guys doing? How is YouTube doing? How are people on YouTube doing? Good morning. Coffee. This morning there was leftover coffee in the pot to get dealt. So I cooked it on the stove or heated it up on the stove. And then I put in honey, put in chocolate, cocoa, and then I put in a marshmallow because today is the kind of day you just need to put a marshmallow in your coffee, in your cocoa coffee. So it's hot cocoa, coffee hot cocoa. It's a coffee flavored cocoa, basically. Oh, I put in my creamer. So it's honey, cocoa, creamer, and a marshmallow because that's the kind of amount of sugar I just need in my life. I mean, don't need. How is everybody doing? My cards are not up here. They're just downstairs. Instead, yeah. Trying something different. Trying some coffee upstairs. Yeah, quiet neighborhood. It's summer. It's July. Kids are still sleeping because there's no school yet. And yeah, it's just crazy. I didn't work last night, so I slept last night. Uh, I hope you guys are doing well. So breathe. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been having a gigantic headache, and probably the marshmallow is the last thing I need for the cocoa. Honey's debatable. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I had an idea of what I was going to do. I got it all up here. I didn't write it down. So I just thought, oh, let's get it on here. No, I set it up and everything. My mind's all blank. I'll remember after I turn it off or we get to the last minute what I really wanted to talk about. Sometimes I wonder how much have we gone through? How much have I changed throughout the years? And how much, like a review. Set on review. I don't like looking back. I know it's there and I try to remember the important stuff that helps me go forward. Because you don't want to forget your past. You want to learn from your past. Unless you want to forget your past. Because forget, And just don't be doomed to live it again. If you really, really want to forget it. So I think about a lot of things. It's not as comfortable as this could be. Family photo right there. So I'm trying to make sure it's not in the shot. So we're all the way over on the couch. I'm trying not to sit on the armrest. My kids would do it. They'd be like, "Oh, just sit on the armrest. See what you're gonna do." Yeah, no. Yeah, I am no closer or further for my goals than I was before when I started working. And not moving towards them or not having little check mark progression areas where I could say this is, because that's what I wanted before I started working, with cute little check marks to say, okay, I've been this far. Look back and I'm making progress, or I'm not making progress, or do I need to try this a little bit longer? And yeah, no. just like, because I know, to me, crazy is not just weird stuff. Crazy for me is when somebody becomes unfocused. And it's funny because sometimes when somebody is hyper focused, they'll call them crazy, especially if their focus is a deconstructive or harmful or, or a terrible, downtrodden goal. But yeah, I'm gonna work because why is there this? Okay. This just needs done, so I'm gonna do this while we talk. But I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what makes, breaks, or uses or abuses, why we do some stuff, why we don't do other stuff, what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing. I think different things at different random times. I need to clean that. I don't have any energy, time, or clean a lot. There's I haven't gotten very far on this. But yeah. These should be consistent strips, consistent size, consistent shape. No, they're not. They're just random little scraps going into the burlap. I really don't like this one. Right, but I will get the rug in somehow. It's pretty. I like it. Let's see on your side. I don't know. Is it supposed to be this side up or this side up? Does it matter which side is up? Oh, look at this, covering. I'll get obsessed about it until it's good. That's what I should do, is just get into some sort of project where you have a point, a focus, and just get in there and just do it. I just know I've been doing things wrong for me. That's probably what it is. You gotta do what's right for you. And that's where the whole world is different. What's right for somebody isn't always right for somebody else. But at the same time, you got to think what's right for what works for the whole human race. Like if you're polluting the planet, it's going to just kill us all eventually. In order to accomplish something. Like becoming the biggest, baddest drug company or something. Then, if what's right for you is right for, which is healthy for the planet, and healthy for the people, and healthy for other people, doesn't do harm to other people, then it should be right to do. What if we broke things, morals and philosophies, down to the science of what they are? Like if we got rid of the concept of good and evil. I talk about that a lot. The concept of good and evil. I mean, what if you're not going to heaven or hell? I want two green ones. The world is about random in the universe. Two green ones next to each other. It's literally random. So we'll just put pieces in and watch the pattern emerge. Because that's how the universe works. Our universe works. At this level. Because if you think about the subatomic level, the rules have to be different. The rules end up being different. You know. It infinitely just goes smaller and smaller and smaller if you get a microscopes. You put a microscope on a microscope, basically, and you just keep going down, or you keep going up, expanding from the universe to the multiverse to the biggest thing. It's just expanding and retracting through the universe. And our world's got to be a universe to a microorganism. And how small our planet is compared to our solar system. It's still, if you take a step back, I call it the aspect of things. How everything fits in the aspect of things would seemingly non-existent, but has the grandest purpose. It's one of like size, So we built, without the existence of microorganisms and without cellular structure, we wouldn't end up with something, that we can see our size. Without those cellular structures, that they didn't exist. But you can't see them. And there's like a zillion of them made up structurally on top of each other, built. You have this. If you're on a microorganism level, it's humongous. It's huge. So that is what shapes our life is. They say don't sweat the small things, and you shouldn't. You should definitely not sweat the small stuff. So instead of sweating what you did or didn't do, sweat how you want to do it from now on. I still say screw making the right decisions. What are you going to do with the consequences of your decisions? Own it, live it, breathe it, enjoy it. That's what I say, because you got all these anxiety-filled people, myself included, worried about, what if I do this right? What if I don't do this right? We make the right decision. Where did that go? It disappeared. What's in there? Well, then you can hear the chimes. If you're blind and you're listening to this video, or you're blind of some sort and you're watching, so that you can hear the chime. I literally got up and decided to make the video at 8. I've only been on for a quarter. I like the cosmic look. I gotta turn this around. Oh, uncurl it. Not turn it around. Haha. Yeah, so the way the world is cosmic. Okay. The way that we see things. The way that things should be, and the way things are, and the way things we want to be, and the way things we don't know about, but we want. There's so much more that we didn't know we don't know. I know this because I've experienced this before, so that means there should be more stuff we don't know that we don't know about. We shouldn't stop exploring, learning, trying, living, experiencing. Intriguing. This is fun. I like doing something with my hands. I'm gonna poke something in there because I don't want the space in there. So it's our small little things that we do that have the most biggest profound effects on our lives. Like drinking a cup of coffee every day. For one person, it could help build up some sort of health. Well, somebody else, it could be like killing them. Life's good. Yeah, I think I need to talk more, do more stories. One of my favorite stories was the bag lady, the weaver. She would tell stories for coins while she made a crocheted or weaved or knitted a blanket or something like that. I love how I'm not detail oriented concept of what she was doing. And she would tell the stories and she would knit up a blanket and she'd give them the blanket for the coin and the story. Like two young people in love when, for their story, and she would weave them a story. And I just thought that was just, that really, what they say, resonated. That really resonated with me. That really felt cool. It really felt like, oh, that's the way life should be, sitting here. So I'm going to be a little crone today, sitting there making a rug. I should put this on the store or just sell it or something. I should get going. I've got some projects I got to get to. But yeah, I don't believe in. I watched somebody try the single-use plastic challenge on Facebook. I've got a water bottle that I bought in the gas station that's going on its second week. Just regular, water bottle because I lose them. And then it's how much money down the drain over a water bottle. I like my filtered water. After the fluoride stuff, I'm just like, I don't trust you. Because fluoride should not be ingested any more than the dose of natural fluoride that's already in the water. Says the person with rotten teeth. But quite frankly, you should be able to get it, from almonds or something, or nuts or something. Protein. More protein. For teeth. I don't know. Oh, that looks pretty. I like this. This really look. I gotta sew this in and trap this so this doesn't become undone. This so it doesn't undo. Weaving is a cool project I want to try someday, but not right this second. I know I want to get this project done. These scraps. And you can weave spells into this too. Intention. And if you do like a spell over it, like good health, if you're looking at good health, just little, make a little rhyming haiku about good health and say it 3 times, or say it with every knot you put in, you have a spell. I can get this in. Really, I can. Then, yep, just put another notch in. That doesn't look bad. I like it. First 2 rows. Now, if only I can get the rest done my whole life. I have unfinished projects. Random code, put a random pink, pink, green, green. What will happen is a pattern will form out of the chaos of my life. And what do I want to do with that pattern? I want self-sustaining happiness. So I gotta keep in mind that that's the goal. So I want to be able to provide an environment which others can build their self-sustaining happiness from. This mic is really good, so I'm betting you can hear way too much. I have more scraps in here. I know I do. So these scraps are like different sizes. But this is good for the environment to be able to do this with scraps material from stuff that had holes in it, or stuff that like where you cut up the shirt and you have like pieces left over. Just cut them into little strips. I should just make these rugs. I want to build I should build a mini sample and show that mini sample on the website after I get the website up. And then that way you pre-order and I can figure out how long it takes to actually do it by measuring how long it took to do the the sampler, and multiply it by the size of cuts and offer that on my shop. And I should get my shop up and running. I want to get it up and running today on Facebook. But I want to offer more than just handmade crafts. I want to offer, because my life is crap, trying to deal with attention. You can pull that all the way through, apparently. I wondered if I wanted to make knots, if that would work. Let's try this again. I don't know what I'm doing. But it's okay if I don't know what I'm doing, because something will emerge from it. Learning will emerge from it. I'll do experience, and I'll keep going until I have an experience of what I'm doing. And be like, oh, this is how I get it to look like this, or this is how I get it to shape like this, or this is how I get it to stay. Like the first time, I didn't knot them at all, or I knotted them and I learned that this is why you don't knot these your egg rocks. You know, that type of thing. I can't knot it. I gotta knot my shoulder though from sitting here like this because I'm like, here, let me not just like expose my whole front. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna like, I'll cover up with this and you won't be able to see anything. But I'm gonna sit right because that's incredibly uncomfortable. And headache is just kicking my butt. Where did this go? Okay, so we're gonna see if we can do the knots on all of these. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. But we'll see what happens. We'll just start knotting it. Oh, I might have knotted a few. Oh, maybe somehow. Did I used to knot them? Or some of these not some of these are not knotted. They're just in there. I think you can just pick them through. So let's go through knots. Also, as a binding spell, you can do binding spells with that. I don't know if it's gonna look good, look bad, could be bad. Watch, somebody will be like, no, don't do that. Fabric of the universe will split. Time and space become unraveled because you're not at your rag rock. Does anybody have anxiety like that? For like, it feels like that's an extreme. Like the universe of it kind of be like, I need to do my nails. Just gonna randomly knot them together. I don't even think I have one guy right to the other. Some are short, some are big, some are just. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's the worst that can happen. I mean, people do worse by sewing their finger in under the needle. I just have that fear too. Like when I'm sewing, I keep my fingers as far as possible. What are you supposed to do when that happens? I mean, just like, all right, let's see here. Hold my life together with these knots. My life becomes unraveled if I don't, right? It can be. It doesn't mean it does. Loose ends. Yeah. If I can make money from these rugs and writing and telling stories, that's what I should do, is tell you guys a story for the last half hour. Universe. That's one of the things I don't do, is I don't tell stories. Out loud. As there are plenty of stories inside my head, and they're probably waiting to get out. So let's pick out characters for the story and watch it come together, I would say unfurl, but the whole thing is I'm tying knots. So the word I'm looking for is have it unfurl. Have it come out. Have it surrender itself to us as we're building our story and putting together knits of its universe. And what you guys can listen, enjoy, for your pleasure, leisure, or just that need to know of anxiety, fear, doubts, and our characters overcome them. I have no idea what the story's going to be about, so I can't just say, like, well, they're going to overcome their fears and their doubts and get through their plotted storyline. No. So we're going to put this being. We're going to put this being in another universe. Let's make it human being-esque, humankind, like bipolar syndrome being. Off in another universe. Our own creation. On a planet similar to ours, but with 3 moons, water, breathable atmosphere. They classify this in science. It's a certain class type planet. But ours, we're going to call, what should we call our terrestrial planet? Or ours is terrestrial. Or Caren, not Terra. Terra. Just randomly doing knots, and like some of these are not knotted together. For as many knots as I just did, there's not as much, there's way more fabric. Okay. Let's call this planet Terrates. Terrates. With 3 moons and 1 yellow sun. This particular Terrates. Let's put this as the 3rd planet from the sun. Yeah. Looping around the universe. As planets do. This one's created gods themselves. Terrates is a goddess in planet form. Just like our Gaia. Where's the other side of this? There it is. It's not this. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna have to work. Because yeah, that looks like that's better knotted versus not knotted. I don't know. To me, it feels better. So I'm doing it. We'll just do it from now on. Oh, that's okay. So we have this living humankind like being. What's the other word for humanoid? Yeah, humanoid. On Terrates. terate, 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 terate. Like you tear off an 8, some bread, terate. So we're on terate with 3 moons, 3rd planet from the sun. So that's pretty warm. Warm enough. We have water on this planet. And that's 1 o'clock. Add a little civilization. Our little humanoid is not alone. Many of his species. There's many other species. Let's make them gender-esque. Let's create gender. Let's create 3 genders on this planet. So Terite has 3 genders: feminine, masculine, and a combination of both, much like ours. Hermaphrodites, but it's a thing known throughout the whole planet. Everybody, you're either a he or a she or a hermaphrodite. Yeah, it's just normal. There's no critique of one or the other. And treated fairly. Let's piss off somebody, right? And say the genders are all equal, the sexes are all equal, and genders, and just basically 3 genders and 3 sexes, Just piss people off. And let's put one of our main characters as well, let's do one of our main characters as a masculine. We'll call him he, just for familiarity. And we'll name him after the planet Terite. Terite. And then let's do our feminine main character. Shita. I like Shita. Let's go with Shita Terite. Terite. Shita and Terite. Let's put them in a family unit. And let's get them a child. And let's make the goddess of the planet also called Shirta. Shirta. I've already lost names because I didn't write it down. This is what happens when you don't write things down. So, Shita. Yeah, so let's make the goddess as well. Shita. So you have Shita, Shishita, Terite, Shita. Let's just have fun with names, shall we? Then let's have the baby be a combination of both. Hermaphrodite. I don't know that much about hermaphrodites. So, come up with a name. I can't think of anything name-wise because I'm tired. I've still got so much more coffee and sugar to go. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's just call the baby All. Because I got one of these. Key. All right. So, All. Shishita. Cheetah. Shishita. And right. That wasn't. I pulled. Probably what? Okay. Let's get this. So let's. I don't know if this should go to a family with a dog. I have a feeling like a dog or cat shows up. I like this song. Kind of. So we have a planet, so we have place. We have at least 3 of our characters. Excuse me, we have a burping storyteller. And we have, so now we need a time. Summer, draw from experience. It's summer here, so they have a summer season. Let's give them summer. Summer. Hi, recording. What's up? Just let you know.
Cool.
If you want to be in there or not on there. No. Do you want to show your shaved head?
No.
No. Okay. Do you want to be on camera at all?
Sure.
Not much room, is there? Goodbye. That's not much. There. Hi. I don't know if you've met our YouTube channel. Have you met our YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay. You've met our YouTube channel. You've been on the YouTube channel, like showing off your guitar skills, your singing skills, or something. No, that's your sister. You've been in the camera a lot trying to make videos with me, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
And you played video games with me too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yep. I love the ball. I don't know what it is, but it's fun to put the fuzzies. So fuzzy. So fun. I was telling a story. A planet somewhere in another universe with 3 moons. It's the 3rd planet for the sun. And it's got about 3 characters. It's got a
Hey, Mom, I need a cough drop.
Cough drop. Do I have cough drops? No, is it scratchy?
No.
Not scratchy, just sore. Can you swallow okay? Can you eat food okay?
Kind of.
Doesn't like, so you are able to eat the food though, swallow. Okay. So, I don't have cough drops. Check for tea.
White tea?
No, sore throat tea. Up in the cupboard. Do you have any fever? Anybody aches?
Huh?
Anything else hurt? Just the sore throat?
My foot is falling asleep.
So how long have you had sore throat for?
1 day.
Okay. This will be interesting. Like, watch out for those things. Like COVID is crazy. And like, please don't have COVID. Please don't have COVID. Please don't have COVID. Can we get through a whole pandemic without us getting COVID? That still amazes me that people, COVID could be fine in the morning, or people with like pandemics and epidemics and all that other sort of thing could be like, they can be fine in the morning and then and by the end of the night, they're in the hospital, like shit-faced, like sick and horrible and dying. It's tragic, and it's not a fun thing. So masks, I tell the kids to wear masks. They don't always wear a mask. I turn around and like, put your mask back on. I knew we shouldn't gone out in public until after they were vaccinated. Some people get COVID and they're just fine, and it's like a cold to them. Other people get COVID and they're hospitalized, and yeah, so COVID's not fun. So like, as soon as you get like a flu or cold symptom, and it's just like panic, 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 panic. Forgot which song that is. So I do have to call and find out the doctors if we have to reschedule. We might have to reschedule. Did you find a tea? Do you know how to make tea?
No.
This is jasmine green tea. What's this going to do for your throat?
All I do is just help it feels better.
It's great. My children are not bitches. But know yet what it is. What helps with, they're just like, oh, tea is just all, it's all the same. It'll help me feel better. Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Snuggles.
Snuggles. I'm not getting much done with snuggles. But as long as you're feeling better, that's the important thing. When was your last bath or shower?
I don't know.
I love you, but you're going to need one today, so. So I've got to figure out with plans. After I'm done here, I've got to figure out if we should continue with our plans due to a sore throat. It's just a sore throat. But, yeah. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do from here. Because it would be sucky to cancel all our plans, but it would be even suckier if we didn't cancel our plans and people get horribly sick because we didn't cancel our plans. So we will talk it over with people because we had epic plans for today, but yeah.
Like bungee jumping?
Huh?
Like bungee jumping.
I wish I had bungee jumping plans today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So this won't do for sore throat. There should be sore throat tea up there. Tea for sore throats.
Can you help me find it?
Should be at the top. The tippy top on the top shelf somewhere in a box. Just take boxes out, put boxes back in when you're done looking.
Okay.
Should be a red box or white and red. So then we'll look at the ingredients that should help with sore throats. I got this killer migraine. It's trying to, but I suffer from migraines all the time. I've already taken migraine medicine. I think I'm going to pop on because it's nice and cool today. Finally 63 is cool. Yeah. And I have, it doesn't make it any better for the people who are suffering higher temperatures. Worse or better. I'm not worse or better than somebody else. It doesn't make what they're going through any different. Any, like worse or better. If somebody's going through something, I don't want them to feel bad because, oh my gosh, 63 is finally good weather. Which is cold for me. But somebody suffering through wildfire kind of weather just doesn't make it seem any less bad that they're suffering through wildfire weather. People seem to forget this now and treat it like, oh, this or that. Like, oh, if you're having a good time, what about the people who are suffering from wildfires? There's horrible things going on the whole entire planet. It doesn't make it any less horrible just because I'm having a okay day. That seems random, but it's a comprised pile of several events throughout, and the way people have said things that nitpick and put it in the like. So there's an association with me enjoying the fact that it's like 63 degrees out. Somebody who's been not. So if you feel good, you should feel good. If you feel horrible, you should feel horrible and take a look at that. And if you want to feel good, you shouldn't deny the fact that you feel horrible. You should be like, why am I feeling horrible? What should I do about it? What do I want to do about it? If doing something about it is going to help me feel better, then I want to feel better. And you gotta want to feel better if you want to feel better. Be true to your feelings, and you're responsible to what you do about your feelings, how you respond versus react. I'm still trying to wrap my head around respond versus react. React like an instinctual response, as in you understand, know, and like consciously make a decision based on that. There are so many variables. Like, it's insane. Like, what you don't know that you don't know on, or senses of how you decide what you're conscious about, what there is to make a decision about. It's another interesting thing. And we've lost our story. So we will have to pick up our story about Shashita, and Terate, and their kid all on this planet. Terate. In the universe. Shashita. In the multiverse fall. In the quadrant fall. It's a multi-universe. No. Like, yeah, you're just like infinitely expand and retracts infinitely. The universe is expanding, or our knowledge of the universe is expanding, or the universe is moving, and we are moving in the solar system. Constant motion. It's amazing, and that's amazing how I can come to discover these things. And I need more coffee. Did you find any tea? Okay, so she's made effort to find tea, and she is not finding tea, so I am going to go assist. I love you all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.